We're going to look in this video how we can divide a quantity or a length or an object into a given ratio. So we're going to jump straight to the examples and see how we get on. First example, which happens to be labelled example 24, says split £192 in the ratio 7 to 5. Now, if we look at 7 and 5, that's a total of 7 plus 5 is 12, so there's a total of 12 parts. So we're going to just say 12 parts is equal to the total, which was 192. Now, what you can do is find what one part is. So if you've got 12 parts, you clearly would divide by 12 to find out what one part is. And once you've got one part, you can easily find out whatever number of parts you want. So divide 192 by 12, and you will get 16 pounds. Now remember, we need to find 7 parts and 5 parts. So just then, that means 7 parts is going to be equal to 7 times 16. And 7 times 16 is going to be 112 pounds. And 5 parts then is just going to be equal to 5 times 16, which is just going to be equal to 80 pounds. Now, a very easy way to check is just to add these two things here. So add your 112 and add your 80, and you will see you get 192, so you know you're right. So just say your answer, ANS, is going to be, it was £112 and 80 pounds. Example 25 says split 91.2 centimeters in the ratio 1 to 4 to 7. So 1 to 4 to 7 again is a total of 12 parts. So we'll say 12 parts is equal to 91.2 centimeters. Then you can divide by 12 to give you one part. So I've just divided by 12 to get here. And if you divide that by 12, you will get 7.6 centimeters. And then you can multiply by 4 to get 4 parts, which is going to be 30.4 centimeters. And you can multiply your one part by 7 to get what 7 parts is. So 7 parts would be equal to 53.2 centimeters. And again, if you added all of those up, 7.6 plus 30.4 plus 53.2, you would get 91.2. So your answer is going to be, it was one part first of all, which was 7.6 centimeters, 30.4 centimeters, and your last one was 53.2 centimeters. The last example says £770 is split between John, Leo and Andy. John gets 4 times as much as Andy, and Andy gets twice as much as Leo. How much does Andy receive? Okay, so we've got John, Andy and Leo. I'm going to give Leo one part. And then if Leo gets one part, then Andy gets twice as much, so he gets 2 parts. And John gets 4 times as much as Andy, so John gets 4 times 2, he gets 8 parts. Okay, so we have a total of 11 parts is equal to £770, which means you can find one part. So divide by 11, you're going to have £70. And then you also need to find what 8 parts is. So 8 times the 70 is going to be 560. You also need to find 2 parts. So 2 parts is going to be 2 times 70, which is going to be 140. Let's just check before we move on. 140 plus 560 is going to be 700 plus 70 gives you 770. So your answer, and we'll just say, who were these people again? We had John. So John got the most. John gets £560. Andy gets £140, and Leo gets £70.